I'm Laurie Bates with Create Better Health SNAP Ed program and also affiliated with USU Extension. You probably know as being 4-H. Hopefully you are part of the 4-H and that you're having fun doing the fun classes they've been having. Well, we're going to get started with our recipe in the very beginning, but our lesson is on Tuesday Taco Taquitos and the MyPlate protein food group. So we're going to start with our recipe first and go from there. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Taco Tuesday. When you're doing menus, it's fun to kind of do a fun thing out of the box sometimes with our menus. We get kind of bored with the same thing over and over again. So if we would do like a theme night, like Taco Tuesday, maybe it might make us feel really excited to, have Taco Tuesday, or Pizza Friday, or Wacky Wednesday, Breakfast Mondays. Whatever you decide to name your theme night is going to be wonderful and fun. And then you could kind of do a table setting around it, or just knowing that today is Taco Tuesday would be awesome. We're going to go ahead and do 10 medium mushrooms first. And how you take care of mushrooms, sometimes they'll come in like little containers like this. And check on the labels. A lot of times they'll already wash them for you, which is awesome. But sometimes they do not. So if it's not labeled saying that they've washed it, then it's probably needing to be wiped down. And how we do the wiping of the mushroom is you take the stem and hold on to it, and then a wet paper towel, and we just kind of go over the top and get that all wiped down. Okay. And then in this particular thing, I'm not going to use the stem, so I will take that off. Now I'm just going to put it in our little chopper that I have right here. You can use a blender or a chopper, or you could do it by, with your knife. And this recipe calls for 10 medium mushrooms, but my mushrooms are somewhat large, so we won't do 10, but I think we'll do 6 or 7 of them. For these, you could store them in a brown paper bag, and they'll keep for a lot longer. So take them out of their container and put them in a brown paper bag until you're ready to use them, and then do this when you're ready to. You can see it got quite a bit of the gunk off the mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and put the green chilies and the mushrooms in this sauté pan. And I'm just going to grind this up a little bit. Okay. And if you have this type of blender, you just take this indentation, and then you'll see this indentation right here, and you match those up. Okay. And you're going to want to plug it in. So just kind of pulse it a couple of times. Mix it if you have this type of blender. Okay. All right. And you'll see that your mushrooms go a little darker, and that's okay. It just means that we've bruised them up a little bit. Be careful of your inner blades. Make sure you put them on the upper part of your sink. Don't put them inside your sink, because otherwise when you go to grab in to get dishes, you might cut yourself. Okay? All right, I'm just going to take my fork and scoop that all out. And then I'm going to put my beans in here. And I'm going to tell you why I bought whole beans instead of the refried squashed beans already. When you buy the beans that are already smashed and blended, you're paying 65 to 75% more. This one only cost me 50 cents for the can. And then the refried beans are about $1.98-ish, depending if they're not on sale. Okay, so get a colander, open up your beans, and you're gonna put them in here and then rinse them because it's got a gel on them, and that gel has got lots of sodium and all kinds of things with it, and I don't like cooking with it. So if you do, then, or your mom does, then great. But anyway, so rinse it out so that you have nice, beautiful beans to work with. Smash them up a little, not a whole bunch, because I like having that chunkiness. And this is just going to go in my bowl. Okay. You could add a little water to it too if you wanted. If you want yours not so chunky. Add a little bit of water to it when you're blending it up. It'll be easier to take out. And move the mushrooms around and get those all cooked. And we're just going to go ahead and put our green chilies. I'll just put it. And a lime or a lemon you can use. And because I'm using a lemon that's a little bigger than the lime, I'm going to just use a half. Okay. Just put that all in there. And then put this in your dishwater, or you can zest the outside if you want, and then freeze it. It's up to you. 1/3 of a cup of cottage cheese. Okay, get that in. While that is cooking. All right. A little teeny bit of water, not much, just a little bit. And some salsa of your choice, and the heat level of your choice. Okay, just put that right in. And then 1 package of taco seasoning, or you can make your own seasoning up if you would rather. Just mix that right in. And we'll get this all mixed up. Cottage cheese and the salsa and the packet. Okay, and then we're going to add the mushrooms. Now, if you wanted to do more raw vegetables like bell pepper or something like that, then feel free to put those in that skillet with the mushrooms. Okay, so those have been sauteed and those are ready to go. Oh gosh, this looks so good. Okay. And then we have the cottage cheese to replace some of that cheese that you normally would put in taquitos. Go ahead and, I have flour tortillas today, but you could use corn if you wanted, or you could use a bigger one if you wanted, or a smaller one. The little ones only come in a white tortilla, but the bigger size ones have like whole wheat and spinach, but they're too big. But you could always cut them down if you wanted. So these are called street taco, and I'm gonna warm one up. Actually, maybe I'll warm two of them up in the microwave really quick to get them really a lot softer. Or you could put them in your saute pan and warm them up that way. That would work out too if you don't have a microwave. All right, nice and ready to go now. They're warm. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit, it doesn't take a lot of filling in there. And then you're gonna just kind of fold that over and then keep rolling and put the seam side down. Okay, so we'll do that again really quick. And you can see that this is a little chunkier. So, but if you don't want the chunky look, then blend it up more in your blender. Okay, so we're just gonna fold this over, fold it over, and then seam side down. I'm going to take some spray, and we're going to spray the aluminum too underneath. Pick it up if you've already done yours, okay? And then it's going to go in a 425 degree oven for about 15 minutes. And guess what? In 15 minutes, you'll have dinner. So it's really, really fun to do. Not too hard, pretty easy. So I hope that you will give that a try. I would say if I can eat them, they're probably mild. Okay, a little cheese on top, or you could do a little guacamole dip. We've got a guacamole dip recipe on this handout, so feel free to make that, and then you can dip your taquitos in that, or just drizzle it. It'd be way yummy. All the foods from the protein food group are seafood, meat of different kinds like beef, poultry like chicken and turkey, eggs, beans, peas, lentils, nuts, and seeds. All of those are considered part of the protein food group, which is that protein purple section on the MyPlate. When we're eating protein or any of these food groups, we need to be eating a variety of them, so meaning different colors, different kinds, so that we get different vitamins and nutrients each and every day that we can. For example, all the different colors, we've got steak, and then we have chicken, and then we have some salmon. See all these different colors that are in that. Some cheese. So, okay, cheese, and then eggs. So these all have different vitamins, and they all have different nutrients in them. And so eating different food group items every day is a really good idea, to swap them in and out so that we can get different types of vitamins and nutrients to improve our health benefits. 5 to 6.5 ounces each and every day. And how do you know? You know how much that is. Well, we have got a deck of cards right here, and that is about 3 ounces in meat. Okay, so if we put this chicken on top of here, it'd be about the same size. Or if you don't have a deck of cards, you could do an adult palm, and that's about 3 ounces. Okay. Another way to do it is by the package itself. It'll say 1 ounce, 2 ounce. For example, string cheese is a 1 ounce container in the individual ones. And so you know that's a 1 serving, right? 1 egg is 1 serving. And then 1 serving of peanut butter is 1 tablespoon or thumb size, okay? And then nuts is about 1/8 of a cup. Those are hard because we just want to keep eating them, just like popcorn. And then, like I said, 1 slice of cheese, not this size, but a little bigger, the American cheese slices. Those are considered 1 ounce as well. 1/3 cup of beans that you can have too. Depending on how active you are during the day is whether or not you're going to have 5 ounces or 6.5 ounces. So if you're going to go to school, have a little bit of exercise, come home, do homework, watch TV, go to bed, that would be around 5 ounces, okay? But if you're going to go to school, you're going to walk home, come home, get ready, go to football, go to soccer, or whatever you're doing, then ride your skateboard or ride a bike, then you're looking at the higher end of protein, like 6 to 6.5 ounces, because you're more active and you're going to need to consume more protein. All right, So when we are looking at the servings on these, make sure that you're more aware of what your activities are. Okay. All right, physical activity. We talked about that just a teeny bit, right? It's really, really important. And the youth need to be about 60 minutes a day for 5 days a week. So that sounds like a lot, but if you were to break it up into 4 15-minute times, it's not so bad. And when you're out there playing and doing what you love, it goes so fast anyway. So keep yourself active, go for walks, ride your bike, your skateboard, be in sports, and you know, if you can, go on a family walk or play tag or games with other people. So it's all fun. Dancing is a really good thing. Going for a hike, if you guys like to go on hikes, those are as well awesome as well. So eat your protein, make those Tuesday taco taquitos, and remember to eat lots of colors, exercise for 60 minutes for 5 days a week. And I will see you next Friday. Thank you for joining me. This is my home to yours. Bye.